Today, I want to talk about posting achievements online. I've always felt like I'm always about posting. I post a lot, but sometimes I'm like, must I really post all my achievements online or what? I sometimes feel like posting my achievements, but one inner voice will say, no, 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 you can post this, but not that. And, you don't know who else is stalking you online. Some people pretend to be our supporters, they like our content, just maybe to get all that we are up to, just to get something to manipulate ongotibata kuti pane zvakawanda pakurarama, so that they can find a way actually to destroy us. But one thing also is that even if we don't post our achievements or whatever, life is just spiritual, which is, and those that are wicked, they operate spiritual. They always have signals to say, no, this is what is happening. Have you ever seen maybe I'm pregnant or what, but they know that you are 1 week or 3 weeks pregnant? Where would they have gotten that, that information from? Then I've noted that, most of us, like Black people, Africans, that we fear everything, about witchcraft, and sometimes it's like we don't know there is a God in heaven who can preserve and protect our lives. Sometimes it's like, these witches are above God's will and purpose of our lives. But if we ever, pause to think that God knows what will come, like, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, and years to come. And he has got, working strategies to keep us safe and secure from the wickedness of men. If we sometimes give God his real position in our lives to say that he's our defense, he's our protector, no matter the wickedness of men, no weapon fashioned against us prospers. Sometimes even people say, don't put your kids out there on social media. You are giving information to the strangers, and even if they are shining, there are some who are actually looking towards their downfall. So sometimes we dare even to say, no matter what, I'll post whatever I want to post, or God will meet me at my point of protection need, and something like that. Then we have always have people who have actually published their successes, their achievements, and they didn't even live long enough actually to enjoy their achievements and successes, because for whatever reason life just happens. So we have online witches sometimes, not always, where we can see that some people are randomly stalking people online just to get information that they couldn't get like physically. So I think it's best to seek the face of the Lord in all that concerns us, because life is just spiritual. We must pray about everything, sprinkle the blood of Jesus upon everything that concerns us, upon everything that belongs to us. Before we post anything, I think it's even, worth mentioning that even pray about it and ask God about it first, so that you can even see, is it worth posting, or it's actually my personal and private life, so I must keep it personal and private. Even then, my other mind will be, but back then, witchcraft just existed long ago. Even when we were born, there were no smartphones then, and if there were quite few people in the villages actually never had WhatsApp, never had Instagram, never had like TikTok and all that, Facebook. So where would they get information from? So people say that witchcraft doesn't have any power, and it never had any power. So that's subject to what? To opinion, isn't it? And not everyone fears witchcraft, isn't it? But there are those who cannot do a thing in their lives or publicize anything because they fear which is more than God. So our God commanded us to testify of his goodness, but he never said we must publish everything, isn't it? We have schools who still post like best achievers, class, who has obtained distinctions in matric and who has qualified for scholarships and whatever. It's just to motivate people, even people driving whatever they want. It's not to show up, it's just to motivate and encourage someone that, see, I didn't have anything, 1, 2, 3, but now I can drive, now I can eat what I want, now I can visit wherever my heart takes me to, now I can wear whatever I want, now I can braid whatever I want. But at the end, some have died from that. So it's quite, something worth mentioning, that we must quite be careful that, witchcraft exists, and there are some things that we must post, there are things that we mustn't post, because there are people monitoring spirits online as well. Witchcraft, has always been there, and it's a connection with the invisible dark forces of the world and all that. But now it's subject to opinion. You post what you want, but at the end of it all, beware who can be stalking you, looking for such type of information. Some things are better left unposted. Some things are better left unsaid, because I have always heard people say that people cannot destroy that which they don't know. So sometimes it's wise to preserve and protect our loved ones and ourselves by being considerate about what we share with the rest of the world. Thank you, guys. I love you.